Hey, 5th and 6th grade leaders. Before I get started with our activities for Sunday, I just want to share a couple of things with you. First of all, Easter is coming. Please start inviting your friends and family and maybe unchurched neighbors that need a place to call home so that they can attend our Easter services. And those Easter services are going to be expanded. We will have a Saturday evening service at 5, which will include children's ministry. Then on Sunday morning, there is a 7:45 family service, a 9 and 10:30 children's ministry all out during those hours. We will need all hands on deck on that Easter, those Easter weekends. So if you could serve, tell me when you want to serve, Saturday evening or on Sunday morning, because we will need everybody to be able to handle the amount of families on our campus. We had almost 250 last year, and I'm expecting more this year. All right, one more thing I thought I'd share with you. We had a conference today, and there's just something struck my heart. Our leader said is that this may just be an ordinary Sunday to us because we do get in the routine of just serving every Sunday and coming in, but it could be somebody else's amazing Sunday because they've been praying for their adult son to come to church, and this will be the Sunday that they do that. Or they're inviting a neighbor that has never been before. So to someone else, this is an amazing Sunday that they may have been praying for years and years and years. And so we need to be at our excellence. Please prepare, read over your lessons, and let's do our best to welcome these families on campus and give them the best experience and show them the hands and feet of Jesus. All right, we're continuing the big idea of peace. Peace is proving you care more about others than winning an argument. We are going to be diving into 1 Samuel chapter 25, verses 1 through 35, where we see that Abigail intervenes in an argument between her husband and David. We're going to be asking specifically for our 5th and 6th graders, what are ways you can be a peacemaker? One of the things that I love that Abigail did is that her actions promoted peace between the two men. The bottom line this week is prove you care more about others by being part of the solution. I love this because we get the opportunity to speak into the kids' lives and let them know that God knew that they would have experiences all different types of things in their life, and the Bible still speaks to that. And God can use them and give them the strength to be a blessing to others by stepping in and promoting peace and maybe helping to settle argument or not stir it up even more, but allow themselves to be used by God to be a blessing for someone else or to point them directly back to Him, which is what we ultimately want to do. All right, as your kiddos arrive, we have just for fun item. They're going to get index cards, and you're going to give them a pencil. They're going to tell them they have 2 minutes to write the names of people who have helped others, as many as they can think of. This could be people like Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln, something along those lines. And they're going to see who has the most the longest list. After large group activity, you're going to come back and you're going to do a Bible story review called Dive Deeper. You're going to get these papers that look like this. They're called the Peacemakers, and Peacemakers Not. You're going to give each one of the kiddos one of these papers. You're going to read 1 Samuel chapter 25, verses 1 through 35 to the group. You're going to encourage them to read and think about these words and actions of the people in the story as you're reading it. When you finish it, what they're going to do is, without using names, you're going to encourage them to write people from their own lives, a sister, an aunt, a teacher. Before they start writing, ask if a volunteer can explain what a Venn diagram is, because that's pretty much what they're making. Make sure that the Venn diagram implies that there can be a middle ground between peacemakers and not peacemakers. So here's some ways to get them to think about that. Who are the peacemakers in the story? Why did you consider them peacemakers? Who are non-peacemakers? So pretty much what they're doing is writing down who's not a peacemaker, who's a peacemaker, and who kind of fits maybe here in the middle. And there's more directions on how to do that. If you have time, after your next activity is discussion questions, and I have just a few of them for you. And if you have time, I'd love for you to do the last activity called Verses to Take With You, but I understand if you're running short on time, I'd rather you spend the time in discussion questions or answering kids' questions. So verses to take with you, you're going to combine the groups and you're going to tell them to count off 1 and 2. So you're going to have one set of 1s and one set of 2s. They're going to create a small circle and face out, and the 2 create a second circle around them facing in. So you'll have 1 on the outside facing in, 1 on the inside facing out. So they'll be looking face to face. You're going to use statements more than once to give kids an opportunity to hear different responses to each statements, and they have to finish it. So here's how it goes. I can be a peacemaker at school by, and then the next group answers, responds to that. There's more detail in this, but this video is already getting long, so I don't want to go into more detail, but we can talk about it at Huddle Up time. You're going to close in prayer requests. Don't forget, Huddle Up time is 8:35 first service, second service is 10:10. Have a great week. I will see you at Huddle Up time.